Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Trauma from 1978. It's the 21st film in the 50 Drama Movie Classics collection, is directed by Alberto Negrin, and stars Fabio Testi and Christine Kaufman. This movie gets really confusing really fast as there are over 8 other films out there titled Trauma, which include another Trauma from the same year of 1978. Of course, the Trauma I'm mostly familiar with is Dario Argento's film Trauma from 1993. And because it is so fucking difficult to find photographs from this Trauma, we're just going to show photos from Dario Argento's Trauma. Wishful thinking, right? Anyway, to make things extra confusing, this film's original title never was Trauma to begin with, which is why I had such a hard time looking it up on the internet. In fact, what I'd usually do for these films is type the title and the year in the database, and it'd pop up the film by original title, and I would double check actors and plot synopsis and make sure it was the film I was looking for, but as I said before, there was already a film that officially went by Trauma in 1978, so that didn't work this time. All I had was a plot synopsis, a year, and an actor to search off of, and so that's what I did. I searched for all the films Fabio Testi did in 1978, and finally discovered this one, which goes by the official title of Red Rings of Fear. No idea why it also goes by the title of Trauma, but my guess would be when it was brought to the States and it was cut and retitled. Although if they did any cutting, it was for length and not for content, as there's a lot of dormitory nudity in this film, including a lesbian light shower scene. And other than that and the actual title of this film, I can't tell you much because the presentation of the film was so bad that every single line of dialogue was so muffled that I could only understand maybe about 20% of it. I was sitting there at the 40-minute mark and realized I had no idea what was going on in the film because I couldn't hear what anyone else was saying. So I'm afraid this time I have to rate the film based on its presentation and not on its merits alone, because I couldn't judge it by its merits because it technically didn't have any understandable ones. Man, oh man, do I wish I was reviewing Dario Argento's Trauma. So yeah, this film called Trauma, or Red Rings of Fear, whichever you want to call it, is going to get an F- for being completely unintelligible. Sorry, it might be the greatest film ever made, but I can't fucking understand it, and so again, F-. Tomorrow we go back to the Clash of the Olympians collection and its film, The Giants of Rome, which sadly I don't think has Steve Reeves in it. Boo. That's tomorrow. See y'all then.